Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. Here to talk about the second game. I'm going to recap for college football, second of the three. I'm going to talk about number 1 Ohio State and Penn State. Man, you know how many former Ohio State recruits have flipped to Miami are hating their decisions right now? Miami got upset. Might as well, it's hard to call them even upsets at this point. They always choke. But how many of them former Ohio State recruits have let Miami are hating their decisions right now? He could have won a Nittany as a freshman and gone back to the playoffs. Meanwhile, Miami's 0-2. Hell, he ain't gonna make the playoffs this year. Like, Miami... This isn't about Miami. But let's talk about Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. There's two better wide receivers in the country. I'd like to see them, because they deserve to be up for a lot of awards, too. There are two better receivers. I'd like to see them. The only one I would argue is probably Jordan Tyson, honestly. Like, another great game from Julian Sayin as well. If people are like, oh, if Sayin is going to be this quarterback for the Buckeyes, is this team unbeatable? In a world where nobody actually feels dominant, like, is Ohio State standing alone in the upper class of college football? Yes, they are. Julian Sayin is really damn good. Even against Texas, first game of the year, he wasn't even that bad. They just didn't open up the playbook that much. And you've seen after that, Julian Sayin's actually a damn good quarterback. He has great poise, great accuracy. They just feel dominant. I don't want to hear, but the schedule. Yeah, look who they fucking played in the playoffs last year. They played a gauntlet, and they beat every single one of them. Am I saying they're going to win it all this year? No, but I feel like they're the best team, and I think they have a really damn good shot at it. There are other teams, yeah, like Indiana is probably the only other one I would put there with maybe Texas A&M. With the favorites. Yeah. Let's talk about Julian Sayin's performance today. Ohio State improves to 8-0. It was a game in the first half, believe it or not. It was 17-14 at halftime. And then Ohio State ran him out of the building in the second half. Penn State had that good second quarter where they had 2 touchdowns, but that was it. But Julian Sayin, 20 of 23, 316 yards. Julian Sayin, 316, just said, I kicked your ass. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And I'm not even an Ohio State glazer. I mean, shit. I'm a Kentucky fan, not even an Ohio State glazer. Ohio State's just that damn good. I'm going to praise good teams. And it's not just because I have a friend that's an Ohio State fan. They're just that damn good. I mean, no Penn State. They fired their coach. Whatever. Well, that's on that's on Penn State for just being shit. Honestly, that's just them being shit. But Ohio State got the best of Jim Knowles today. He's Penn State's defensive coordinator. Well, Julian Sayin had a big game. Carnell Tate had a big game. Jeremiah Smith had a big game, and so did Bo Jackson. Not the NFL legend. But Julian Sayin had more touchdowns and incompletions today. 3 incompletions, 4 total touchdowns. But I'm watching ESPN, and they showed 2 highlights from the Ohio State game. Not a single deep ball from Julian Sayin on SEC ESPN. ESPN. But Julian Sayin's now completed over 85% of his passes in back-to-back games. 85%. At what point will the media acknowledge Sayin as a Heisman favorite? What point are people going to talk about Julian Sayin being a candidate? I'm not saying he's going to win it, but shouldn't he be a candidate? Oh, but the SEC, ESPN, SEC Network, or where the fuck it is, will say no. But Julian Sayin is such a good player. Jeremiah Smith, I think, is one of the best players, not just receivers, best players in college football. But when you look at Julian Saint's stats, you look 80 completion percentage, 1,872 yards, 19 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. And this is just his first season as a starter. Those seem like Heisman candidate numbers to me so far, and he's still got more weeks to go. So, just saying. Bo Jackson, 13 runs, 105 yards, 8.1 yards per carry. He absolutely dominated. He's their best running back. There's a reason he's getting more carries. He's just their best running back. C.J. Donaldson's like a goal line guy, and Peoples, I don't know what you're useful for. He had 4 runs, 19 yards. Donaldson, 17 yards with a touchdown. Carnell Tate, 5 catches, 124 yards, and a touchdown from Carnell Tate. Jeremiah Smith, 6 catches, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns for Jeremiah Smith. Same talent, dude. An incredible one-handed grab. So what a game by Jeremiah Smith. That Bletnikoff Award should be a competition between Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. That's probably it. Ennis, 4 catches, 41 yards. Christian, 2 catches, 4 yards, and a touchdown. Defensively, 2 sacks from Jackson Jr., 1 sack from Arvell Reese. I would say one of the best defensive players in college football this year. 1 sack from Houston. Caleb Downs with an interception. I mean, it was 38-14, but I guess that called game, but the game was pretty much over at that point. But Caleb Downs is a damn good safety as well. He's definitely going to be a first-round pick, along with Arvell Reese. And Fielding, 1 for 1 on field goals. And Ohio State proves 8-0. Penn State drops to 3-5. Grunkemeyer, 19-28, 145 yards. No touchdowns, 1 interception from Ethan Grunkemeyer. He had to face number 1 Ohio State. Oof. He played about what I expected. Didn't expect much out of him. Katron Allen, 21 runs, 76 yards, 3.6 a carry, and a touchdown for Katron Allen. Singleton, 6 runs, 18 yards, and a touchdown for Nick Singleton. Singleton also had 3 catches, 20 yards to lead the way. Ross, 5 catches, 26 yards. Howard, 1 catch, 26 yards. Hudson, 1 catch, 18 yards. Clifford, 2 catches, 14 yards. Dinkins, 2 catches, 12 yards. Pena, 3 catches, 11 yards. And Katron Allen, 2 catches, 10 yards. Defensively, no sacks, any pressure on Julian Saint at all. And Penn State drops 3-5. Ohio State had 7 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, 14 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter. Penn State 0 in the first quarter, 14 in the second quarter, where they ended up getting all their points. 0 in the third quarter and 0 in the fourth quarter. So dominant win for Ohio State, improved to 8-0. Hell of a game from Julian Saint. Great games for Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. The defense balled out. Besides that second quarter, a dominant performance once again. And I'll say they look unstoppable. I don't care about the schedule. Their defense is that damn good, and they have an elite offense. Like Julian Saint is elite. Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, they are elite. They have a good, really elite defense as well. So I feel good about Ohio State's chances to possibly go back-to-back this year. And sure, they don't have the hardest schedule. But does that really matter? I felt they would beat anybody. They would beat anybody. So, but yeah, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers. But Michigan in the season, I would say is their toughest game left. So they could go undefeated and heading into their conference championship. So that's all to say here. Leave a like and subscribe for more. Peace.